Every morning we stand at a crossroads. Will we let the day push and pull us in every direction, or will we take control and set our course with intention? Imagine waking up and speaking words so powerful, so purposeful, that they shape your day, not just with fleeting motivation, but with unshakable clarity and direction. As the Buddha once said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. These aren't just poetic words, they're a blueprint for growth. But here's the problem. Most people wake up and fall into a routine of reactivity, scrolling their phones, rushing into the chaos of life, and letting stress dictate their mood. They forget the most important truth. Your morning is your foundation, and your words are your tools to build it. Now, imagine this. Every morning you speak 5 transformative lines to yourself. Each phrase is like a brick, small yet mighty. And as you lay them down day by day, you construct something remarkable, a fortress of purpose, resilience, and growth. These aren't empty affirmations that make you feel good for 5 minutes. They are truths grounded in wisdom, designed to align your mind, attitude, and actions with your highest intentions. They remind you of who you are, where you're going, and what it takes to get there. This habit doesn't just change your day, it transforms your life. Each phrase acts as a compass, steering you through distractions, challenges, and temptations. They give you the focus to build momentum one morning at a time, so that by the end of the day, you can say with pride, today was good, today was purposeful. And here's the best part. At the end of this video, I'll share a powerful bonus lesson that ties it all together, one that can elevate your mornings and your life to the next level. So, if you're going to take away anything from this video, let it be this. Your words are the foundation of your growth. Build them wisely and watch how your life transforms. Let's get started. The first thing to say to yourself each morning is, today I take responsibility. Every morning begins as a blank slate, an opportunity to shape your day and ultimately your life. When you wake up, whisper to yourself, today I take responsibility. These words carry profound power, grounded in the Buddhist principle of karma, which teaches us that our actions, not circumstances, define our journey. This is the essence of self-mastery, embracing ownership of every decision, reaction, and effort. It's a simple declaration that invites clarity and strength into your life. Imagine a sailor navigating turbulent seas. The winds are unpredictable, the waves relentless, yet the sailor doesn't blame the storm. Instead, they adjust their sails, master their craft, and steer their course. In life, challenges are inevitable, but when we take responsibility, we become that sailor. We regain control, no longer at the mercy of external forces. By choosing to guide our ship instead of drifting aimlessly, we transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Taking responsibility doesn't mean burdening yourself with blame. It's a shift in perspective, a recognition of your ability to respond. How often do we fall into the trap of blaming others or circumstances for our setbacks? Perhaps a relationship soured, a promotion slipped away, or you feel stuck in a loop of repetitive days. These are the storms of life, but responsibility empowers you to ask, what can I do to rise above this? Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, you focus on what you can make right. This mindset fosters resilience. Like the bamboo tree that spends years growing unseen roots beneath the soil, responsibility requires quiet, steady effort. But when the time is right, growth happens swiftly, powerfully. Each choice to act rather than react strengthens those unseen roots. You may not see results immediately, but the foundation you're building is unshakable. responsibility also opens the door to forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Buddhism teaches that holding on to anger or regret only harms the one who carries it. When you take responsibility, you let go of the illusion that someone else is in charge of your happiness. You reclaim your inner peace. This shift liberates you, freeing you to move forward with purpose and compassion. In today's fast-paced world, where the pressure to succeed often feels overwhelming, this principle serves as an anchor. When things go wrong, it's easy to feel powerless. But responsibility is a reminder that you're never truly stuck. You have the power to choose a new attitude, a new effort, or even a new direction. This choice is your ultimate freedom. So every morning, stand in front of the mirror, take a deep breath and say, "Today, I take responsibility." Feel the weight of those words, but also the liberation they bring. With this one line, you set the tone for a day guided by empowerment, accountability, and growth. It's not just a daily practice, it's a lifelong mantra, a key to unlocking your full potential. Now, reflect. Are you ready to take responsibility for your life? Are you ready to steer your ship, no matter how fierce the storm? The power to change begins with this choice. The question is, will you make it? 2. I am focused on growth. These simple words hold profound meaning, deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy. The path of bhavana, or continuous self-improvement, teaches us that life is not about perfection, but about progress. It's about embracing the journey no matter how rocky the road may seem. Growth is not a destination. It's a way of being, a commitment to becoming better, even when the odds feel stacked against you. Imagine a river carving its way through the landscape. It doesn't stop when it encounters a rock or a bend. Instead, it flows around obstacles, reshaping the terrain over time. This is the essence of growth: persistence, adaptability, and trust in the process. The river doesn't rush to reach the ocean. It honors each step of its journey, knowing that every twist and turn contributes to its transformation. In our modern world, the pursuit of growth often feels overshadowed by perfectionism. We are bombarded with images of success, achievement, and flawless lives. But true growth isn't about comparing yourself to others. It's about embracing your unique path, celebrating small victories, and learning from your setbacks. Each challenge, every mistake, becomes a stepping stone on the path to a wiser, more resilient self. Buddhism teaches us that discomfort and change are essential for growth. Think about how a lotus blooms. Its roots must push through murky waters before its petals can open to the sunlight. Similarly, your struggles are not setbacks. They are the soil from which you rise. When you affirm, "I am focused on growth," you commit to embracing life's messiness. You remind yourself that every experience, whether joyful or painful, carries the potential to shape you into a stronger, more compassionate person. This mindset requires curiosity. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of resisting discomfort, lean into it. Resilience is born in these moments. The more you focus on growth, the more adaptable you become, turning obstacles into opportunities and failures into lessons. Growth is not a straight line. It's a spiral, looping through cycles of progress and reflection. Consider the story of a sculptor working with marble. To the untrained eye, the block appears unremarkable, even flawed, but the sculptor sees potential. With each strike of the chisel, they reveal the beauty hidden within. Your growth is the same, a gradual unveiling of your true self, shaped by effort, patience, and faith. So, every morning, as you stand in front of the mirror and affirm, "I am focused on growth," take a moment to visualize yourself as both the river and the sculptor. Trust in the process, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is progress. Growth isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about meeting them head-on and emerging stronger. Ask yourself, are you ready to embrace this journey of growth? Are you willing to let discomfort be your teacher? With this affirmation, you take the first step toward unstoppable transformation. Remember, it's not about where you're going. It's about who you're becoming along the way. 3. I am capable. These words are a quiet yet profound declaration of belief in yourself. They echo the Buddha's teachings that within each of us lies the potential to overcome suffering and ignorance. This affirmation is not just about ability, but about possibility, the limitless capacity for growth and transformation that resides within. It reminds you that no matter how overwhelming life may seem, you already possess the strength to rise above it. Picture a small seed buried in the earth. At first glance, it appears fragile, insignificant. Yet with the right conditions, sunlight, water, and care, it grows into a towering tree. This is the essence of capability. It is not something you must find outside yourself. It is already within you, waiting to be nurtured. The same potential that allows the seed to push through the soil and reach the sky exists within you. The question is, do you believe it? Modern life often feeds our self-doubt. We scroll through endless feeds of achievements, comparing ourselves to others, questioning if we're good enough. But capability isn't about being the best. It's about recognizing your unique gifts and trusting in your ability to use them. It's about taking the first step, even when the path ahead is uncertain. With each small success, you build confidence, and with confidence, courage follows. Buddhism teaches us that belief in oneself is the foundation for overcoming challenges. When the Buddha began his journey, he faced immense doubts, even from those closest to him. But he trusted in his inner strength and pursued enlightenment with unwavering focus. Similarly, when you affirm, "I am capable," you declare that you too have the power to persevere. Challenges are not barriers, they are stepping stones, each one designed to help you grow stronger. Capability also thrives through practice and persistence. Think about learning to ride a bike. At first, you wobble and fall, questioning whether you'll ever find balance, but you keep trying, and eventually it clicks. The same principle applies to any skill or goal. By embracing effort and learning from mistakes, you unlock your potential. Capability is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Now consider this. What if every morning you reminded yourself of your inherent capability? What if instead of focusing on what you lack, you focused on what you can do? By saying, "I am capable," you shift your mindset from fear to possibility. You begin to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to grow. This belief fuels resilience, allowing you to stand firm even when life feels uncertain. So, as you begin your day, let these words guide you. "I am capable." Let them silence the voice of doubt and awaken the voice of courage. Trust in your abilities, for they are the tools that will carve your path forward. Every obstacle you face is not a wall. It's a chance to prove to yourself just how capable you truly are. The only limits are the ones you place on yourself. Are you ready to rise above them? 4. I am in control of my attitude. This affirmation carries immense power, deeply rooted in the teachings of the Buddha. While we cannot control external conditions, storms will rage, and the world will often be unpredictable, we can master our inner world. The Buddha emphasized that true peace comes not from changing the outside, but from mastering the mind. Your attitude is the lens through which you view the world, and this lens determines how you experience life. Imagine a gardener tending to their plants. They cannot control the rain, the sun, or the storms, but they can decide how to care for the soil, nurture the roots, and protect the garden from weeds. Your attitude is like that garden. While external forces may be unpredictable, you have the power to cultivate positivity and resilience within yourself. By choosing how to nurture your inner world, you create a space where growth and harmony can flourish, regardless of the external conditions. Modern life often tests this principle. A traffic jam, a difficult colleague, or an unexpected setback can quickly derail your mood. In those moments, it's easy to react impulsively, anger, frustration, or despair taking over. But this affirmation is a reminder that you hold the power to pause, breathe, and choose your response. Your attitude isn't dictated by circumstances. It's a choice you make moment by moment. Think of your attitude as a thermostat. When the room gets too cold or too hot, you don't sit back and complain. You adjust the temperature. Similarly, when life feels overwhelming, you can recalibrate your mindset. Choosing a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring hardships. It means refusing to let them control you. This is emotional resilience, the strength to remain grounded no matter what happens around you. Buddhist philosophy teaches us the importance of mindfulness in cultivating this control. By observing your thoughts without judgment, you create space between stimulus and response. That space is where growth happens. When someone criticizes you or when plans go awry, you can choose how to react. Instead of lashing out or shutting down, you can respond with grace and composure. This mastery of the mind leads to emotional stability, clarity, and peace. Consider a story of a wise monk who sat quietly as a traveler angrily berated him. When the traveler demanded a reaction, the monk smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, who does the gift belong to?" The same principle applies to negativity. When you refuse to accept chaos, it cannot disturb your inner peace. Your attitude becomes your shield, protecting you from unnecessary suffering. So every morning as you repeat the affirmation, "I am in control of my attitude," let it serve as a powerful reminder. You are the gardener of your life, the thermostat of your emotions, the master of your inner world. Life will always have its storms, but your response is yours to choose. This mindset is not just empowering, it's liberating. With each choice, you build a stronger, more resilient self. Ask yourself, what attitude will you choose today? 5. I am grateful. These 3 words are the cornerstone of a peaceful and fulfilled life. Gratitude is more than a fleeting emotion. It is a practice, a state of being, and a reflection of the Buddhist virtue of appreciative joy. The Buddha taught that by cultivating gratitude, we not only transform our inner world, but also radiate positivity to those around us. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, opening our hearts to joy and abundance. Imagine a traveler walking through a barren desert, parched and weary, when they suddenly stumble upon a small, clear stream. The water is not endless, but it is enough. In that moment, the traveler doesn't lament the vast desert. They feel immense gratitude for the life-giving water. Life often feels like this desert, challenging, unpredictable, and sometimes harsh. Yet, there are always streams of blessings if we choose to see them. Gratitude is the lens that reveals these streams, no matter how small. In modern life, it's easy to focus on what's missing. We chase after bigger goals, comparing ourselves to others, often overlooking the treasures we already have. But gratitude acts like a magnifying glass, illuminating the good in our lives. The smile of a loved one, the warmth of the sun, or even the ability to breathe deeply, these moments, when acknowledged, can transform an ordinary day into something extraordinary. When you affirm, "I am grateful," you train your mind to notice and appreciate life's gifts, no matter how small. Gratitude also has a profound impact on how we navigate struggles. Think of a pearl. It begins as an irritation, a grain of sand inside an oyster. Over time, the oyster transforms that discomfort into something beautiful. Gratitude works the same way. When you practice it in difficult times, you reframe challenges as opportunities for growth, wisdom, and compassion. Every setback becomes a lesson, every failure a stepping stone. The Buddha's teachings remind us that gratitude is not just about counting blessings, but also about cultivating joy for others. This virtue, known as mudita, teaches us to celebrate the successes and happiness of those around us, reducing envy and fostering connection. Gratitude extends beyond ourselves, deepening our relationships and building a sense of shared humanity. Science agrees. Studies show that practicing gratitude reduces stress, enhances mental well-being, and strengthens relationships. When you express gratitude to someone, you strengthen the bond between you. When you reflect on what you're thankful for, you cultivate an abundant mindset, replacing scarcity with sufficiency. So as you start your day, take a moment to affirm, "I am grateful." Let this practice guide your thoughts and actions. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges. It means choosing to focus on its blessings. What are you grateful for today? This simple question holds the power to transform your life. When you see life through the lens of gratitude, even the desert becomes a garden, and every moment becomes a gift. Bonus line: I welcome the unknown as a teacher. These words hold a profound truth, resonating deeply with the Buddhist principle of impermanence. Life is constantly in flux, a river that never flows the same way twice. The Buddha taught that enlightenment comes not from clinging to certainty, but from embracing the unfolding of each moment. The unknown is not a threat, but a space of infinite possibility where the seeds of wisdom and growth are sown. Imagine yourself standing before a dense forest. The path ahead is covered in mist, and you have no clue what lies beyond. Fear quietly urges you to turn back to the safety of what you already know. But when you take a step forward, you start to uncover the wonders hidden within. The melody of birdsong, the scent of wildflowers, and a strength you didn't realize you had. The unknown, much like the forest, holds treasures that can only be found by moving forward. In today's world, uncertainty can often feel overwhelming. We long for control, relying on plans and routines to protect us from the unexpected. Yet, the most life-changing experiences often come from moments of uncertainty, a new chance, an unexpected encounter, or even a challenge that pushes you to grow. Life's surprises are like unopened books, each holding lessons that can shape your character and broaden your understanding. When you say, "I welcome the unknown as my teacher," you begin to see it from a new perspective. Instead of fearing uncertainty, you see it as a guide, leading you toward unexplored growth. Buddhist teachings encourage us to view impermanence not as a cause for anxiety, but as an opportunity to live life more fully. The fleeting nature of existence reminds us to let go of attachments to results and focus instead on the journey itself. By embracing the unknown, you invite creativity, adaptability, and a sense of wonder into your life. Like a potter shaping clay, the unexpected moments in life sculpt you into a stronger and wiser version of yourself. Consider the lotus flower, a powerful symbol of enlightenment in Buddhism. It blooms in muddy waters, thriving in conditions that seem unwelcoming. The unknown is much like that mud, a place of discomfort and uncertainty that ultimately fosters beauty and resilience. Embracing the unknown means trusting that even in life's messiness, there is the potential for something extraordinary to unfold. Modern neuroscience aligns with this timeless wisdom. Research shows that those who embrace uncertainty tend to be more innovative and resilient. They are better equipped to manage stress and adapt to change effectively. Welcoming the unknown helps you develop a mindset that views obstacles as opportunities and failures as steps toward growth. Each morning, remind yourself, I welcome the unknown as a teacher. This simple affirmation empowers you to face life with curiosity and courage. Uncertainty is not an enemy. It's a powerful ally in your journey of growth. By embracing the unknown, you open the door to infinite possibilities, transforming fear into discovery and chaos into creativity. What lesson might the unknown offer you today? Take that step forward and find out. Each morning is a sacred gateway, a new opportunity to reshape the story of your life. The principles we've discussed today go beyond simple affirmations. They are guiding lights, deeply rooted in timeless Buddhist wisdom. By taking responsibility, you become the architect of your destiny. By affirming your inner strength, you unlock the courage to meet life's challenges head-on. Gratitude helps you find abundance in the simplest moments, while a focus on growth turns challenges into stepping stones. By mastering your attitude, you build a fortress of inner peace that no storm can disturb. Zen philosophy reminds us, you cannot always control the waves, but you can learn to surf. Life will always bring uncertainty, but it is your response that shapes your reality. Each affirmation is a mindful step toward living with purpose, resilience, and compassion. Embrace these teachings, and you'll realize that peace isn't about controlling the world, but about nurturing a steady and grounded heart. Think of your morning practice as planting seeds in the garden of your mind. Care for them daily with mindfulness, and they'll grow into clarity, strength, and joy. Remember, growth isn't about rushing to the finish line, but about cherishing each moment as a lesson and each challenge as an opportunity to learn and thrive. With this mindset, every day becomes an opportunity for awakening. As you reflect on these principles, share with us in the comments which affirmation resonated with you the most. If this video inspired you, remember to like and share it to help others on their journey. Together, let's cultivate a more peaceful and mindful world.